Welcome back to TIAA Bank Field on the shores of the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida. It's Jaguar football as we get back into the action in quarter number 1. He may try and run for this. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the...
Whoa, 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 whoa!
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll try to run with Breida.
Got his
And
dumb
he'll get
bitch
blown
ass.
up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
to Thompson on the draw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. To throw, Kaepernick looking middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. It's complete to Chris Conley, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. For the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
Here's Breida, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Covered by C.J. Henderson.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to
get off me,
season, doesn't it? It's got to go back to
with
the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and of course getting.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, 89 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
And I'm going to slush you out, Ryan.
There on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time, you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Shit.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Fitzpatrick. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Makes the score Jaguars 15, Dolphins 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The 35-yard
Kaepernick now to throw. Going deep for Eifert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We
talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now.
No.
It's Thompson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Fuck you.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play,
Fuck
and turning
you.
it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of him.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Miami set to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Breida.
Got his
He'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they wanted to give into a manageable 3rd down because
motherfucker!
First down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. And Eifert has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert. And Jacksonville, who needed help at the tight end position, signed him to do exactly that. Spent his first 7 years in Cincinnati. A terrific red zone threat.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
taken down at the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
46-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now here's a...
You fat ass.
Right side taken in by his tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, it's time. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Thompson. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Makes the score.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And figuring out their 2-point